Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Next, we have Christy Benton, retail fraud, second degree. File number is 232429. Miss Benton already owes money on another retail fraud. She's on a time payment. This is her first failure to appear.
Still here. We need a PV upstairs. What's that? Circuit court. It's still just now.
Hello? Good morning. This is Judge Middleton calling for Christy Benton. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Miss Benton, you're supposed to be in court this morning at 8:15.
Okay, well, I probably didn't get the letter because I don't really have a place of residence here right now.
All right, well, you had got a ticket that told you to be here today. So when can you be here?
I don't know. I'd have to try to find a ride because I don't have a vehicle.
I want you to be here by tomorrow morning at 8:30, or I'm going to issue a bench warrant for your arrest.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow morning. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
This is such an inefficient waste of time. All these no-shows, what I'm doing right now amounts to nothing. And we do it all over again. .25% inefficiency rate. Everybody showed up when they were supposed to. You're doing pretty good. Good morning. Which case are you folks here on? Which case is it?
This is Benton.
Oh, very good.
Christy Benton.
I talked to her yesterday. She told me she would be here today by 8:30 and it's 8:28. So here we are. Good morning. This is Miss Jackson from the Public Defender's Office. And she's here if we need some help. While I've been sitting here, I've lost your file. There it is. This is file 232429 SM. Christy Elaine Benton. They filed a formal complaint alleging that on or about November 13th, you were at the Meyer store in Three Rivers and you attempted to steal property less than $200, $38.47, charged as a second or subsequent offense, making that a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to a year in jail and fine of up to $1,000. The allegation is that you left the store after you put some items in your purse and they brought you in and you indicated you didn't have money to pay for the food items, which is one of the ways. Sometimes people steal things because they're hungry. And that appears what this is. You have 4 prior retail fraud convictions, and so they charge this as a second offense. It is a misdemeanor, as I said. Ms. Benton, you do have a right to have an attorney to assist you with this. Would you like me to appoint a lawyer to help you with this, or do you wish to plead guilty to this charge?
Guilty.
All right, let's make sure we're on the same page. Did anybody threaten you to get you to plead to this charge
No, Your Honor.
or promise you anything?
No.
You understand that if you plead to this charge, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial,
Yes, Your Honor.
and there won't be any trial. And all the rights on this advice of rights form are going to be given up. I don't know what to do with you, Miss Benton. Were you in the Myers store on that day, November 13th?
Probably, I mean,
And you took some items. I can't tell from the affidavit what they were, but they were food items. And you admitted to the people that you were hungry and you took the items out of the store because you were hungry. Is that true?
yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, this was on November 13th. I saw you on November 15th. And or you had called because you owed money on an earlier retail fraud that you don't have the money to pay on.
Mhm.
So you're on a payment plan where you don't have the ability to make any payment. Let me see how many of these there are. Just that one.
How much was that?
That one
165, I
was
think.
7. From June of 23. It was charged as retail fraud second. They reduced it to retail fraud third. And you were gonna start a payment plan when you got some money. Are you still on Hooker Avenue?
No, I don't really have a stable place.
Where are you staying?
Nowhere really, like different friends' houses.
Well, how about if I put you in jail for about 90 days? Will that give you someplace to stay?
I don't want to go to jail.
No, you don't, but I don't know what to do with you. You keep stealing stuff. And then I tell you not to go back in the store. I don't remember if that earlier case was Myers or Walmart. Let me take a look. And then I put you on I give you a fine and a payment plan, and you don't have the ability to make any payment. I can't put you in jail for being poor, but you keep taking stuff that isn't yours, and the stores keep making a complaint. And plus there were all those trespass and all that other stuff that was in there. Let's see where that other store was. Where were you yesterday when I called you? Where were you staying?
I was at Jason's.
Where?
At Jason's.
Okay. CHRISTY.
It's supposed to be CR.
Say that again?
CR, no H.
CR, so that's it. Your name's spelled wrong. So let's try that. The other case from June was Walmart. And again, you stole $37 worth of stuff. I ordered restitution, the normal fine. You had posted $100 of bond. You owed $165 due by November 10th. So I gave you I gave you 30 days. Then you called, and I actually barred you from Myers, but as a Walmart case. So you were barred from, I wrote Myers, but it's Walmart. So to your credit, you did call. But then 3 days after this was due, you got caught stealing again, and they filed this charge in January. Case from 2019 was Miami Tan. Case from 2020. They reduced that to disturbing the peace. You were at the 9-1, who lives at 9 South Hooker?
Doug and I used to live there. We were there for 7 years until October, I think, of last year.
Well, what do you suggest that I do?
I mean, I know that it's not gonna happen anymore because I can't get a job.
Why
Like,
not?
well, I mean, not having a vehicle, I can't work in a store. So it's,
Well, that's not very hopeful. You're young and relatively healthy, and when is the last time you did work?
um, it was just, I wanna say it was last year at Precision Wire.
You worked at where, Meyer?
Precision Wire.
Precision Wire. What happened to that job?
It was when we had lost the house and then I lost my car.
And so
not
things
really
have just been
happy.
on sort of a downward spiral. Are you getting any mental health help? What do you do all day?
I try to take care of a lady that lives underneath him and do stuff for her right now. I mean, I'm trying to find a job.
Well, things have to get better than this. I mean, this isn't exactly the crime of the century. People steal for different reasons. One reason is they steal. I had a guy yesterday that grabbed a bottle of rum and ran out the door because he wanted to drink more rum. People used to steal cigarettes a lot. People with dementia sometimes steal weird things like potato salad or magic markers, or they put things in their pockets. People steal because they want to sell it. They use money to buy drugs, steal electronic equipment, things that can easily be sold. Then there are the professional thieves that come and steal large amounts of property, and they go from store to store stealing things. Then there's people like you who just steal a little bit just because they don't have any money. What you were stealing was not going to be resold. You were going to eat it. You were on a payment plan for an earlier larceny from the summer. I don't know what to do. I don't really want to put you in jail for stealing $37 worth of food, but I put you on a payment plan that you don't make a payment. You haven't made a payment on the case since October. If I put you on probation, that costs money. You don't have transportation. You didn't show up when you were supposed to, although you held up your end of the deal after I called you on the phone yesterday. You're depressed. You are depressed and sad, and I wish I could just flip a switch and make it not be so. To your credit, you accepted responsibility for this. You didn't minimize it or beat around the bush. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this out a little bit, see if you make any payments on the other case. If you don't, I can just put you in jail at some point in the future and wipe out both fines.
Excuse me, Hunter.
Yes,
What's the total?
well, she owes 165 in the other case. She's gonna owe $200 in this case.
We have 30 days to get it together.
I'll give you more than 30. I'm gonna give you 60. That's in 231582. I'm gonna set this for sentence in April 17th at 9 o'clock. And we'll see if to pay on the other case, fine here will be $200. First, I want to see if you get the other thing. You're barred from Myers. So you're barred of Walmart is expired. Unless Walmart trespassed you. All right, put this on your refrigerator. I'll see you on April 17th. I want you to pay off the earlier fines and bring money to pay this. If you don't, I can just put you in jail on both of them and wipe out the fines. Hopefully, maybe you can get to a better place. I don't think you have a drug or alcohol issue. I think you're just depressed. And I think you've got reason to be depressed because things have not gone well in your life. But stealing stuff isn't the answer to that question. All right, Miss Benton, I'll see you in April.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Judge.
Thank you. And Philip King has failed to appear on a retail fraud charge. That is file number 232430. It is a first fail to appear. Mr. King was sort of bouncing from place to place. Let's see what I can discern about that one. Paul's Pantry. $300 bottle of bourbon. $400 bottle of bourbon. I don't think that's for drinking. It's for resale. Let's see whether Mr. King is.
Please leave your message for.
Hello?
Good morning. This is Judge Middleton calling for Philip King. Mr. King, you're supposed
You know
to.
what to do.
Sorry,
Oops.
mailbox is full. To send an SMS
Oh,
notification,
All right, failed to appear, bad voicemail. I know what to do, issue a warrant for your arrest. But I'm gonna do an order to show cause first. Anybody knows Philip King, tell him to get his butt in here. It's not a good idea to commit a retail fraud on a store that's 2 blocks from your house that you go into on a regular basis. And they recognize you and have a video of it live in color.